Welcome to MVK e-learning. Wonderful day, everyone. Hello, I am Miss Kaine. That's me. How are you today? I hope you're feeling great. I am here to discuss something very important. Today, we are going to learn about classifying matter, elements, compounds, and mixtures. This is part of what you are going to learn in Grade 8 Science and Technology. We always come across pure substance when we are talking about classifying matter. Pure substances. Pure substances are a sample of matter that has definite chemical and physical properties. For example, elements. Example of an element is oxygen. Atoms. This is the structure of an atom. Molecules. In this picture, you can see different structures of a molecule. And compounds. Compounds are the combination of two or more elements. For example, water. Water is composed of hydrogen and oxygen. Alright, let us first talk about elements. Elements are pure substance that cannot be separated into simpler substance by physical or chemical means. So this is a periodic table of elements. We can see here the elements starting from hydrogen to oganesson. There are 118 known elements. Have you ever wondered what would happen if the elements are combined together? Yes, I have wondered the same. These are called compounds. Compounds are pure substance composed of two or more different elements joined by chemical bonds. So these elements are combined in a specific ratio that is always the same. So it also has a chemical formula. And you cannot separate it physically. You cannot boil it, cannot strain it. It can only be separated by chemical means. Okay, so these are the examples of compounds. We have hydrogen gas, nitrogen gas, oxygen gas, chlorine gas, bromine gas, and iodine. So how about if we combine pure substances together? We call this substances mixtures. Mixtures are a combination of two or more pure substances that are not chemically combined. These substances are held together by physical forces, not chemical. There is no chemical change that took place when these substances are combined. Each item retains its properties in the mixture, and they can be separated physically. So look at this picture. You can see a picture of a tap water and a distilled water. The circles, or the different colored circles inside each container, is a substance. So for tap water, there are different substances in it. So when you filter it out, it becomes distilled water. So it is pure. And you can also see a block of rock. And when a block of rock is crushed, it will turn into dust form. And then the dust will be melted. After it's melted, you can separate it into different components. So a stone or a big rock, a huge rock, has many components in it. So we can separate these components by crushing and melting. Alright, so what is the difference of mixture and compound? Mixtures versus compounds. So as you can see in this table, you have a column for mixture and a column for compound. We are going to differentiate them by composition, joined or not, its properties, separation, and examples. So for composition, mixture has a variable composition. Variable composition means that you cannot vary the amount of each substance in the mixture. For compound, it has a definite composition. It means that you cannot vary the amount of each element in a compound. So for composition, always remember that for mixture, we're talking about each substance, and for compound, we are talking about each element. How about joined or not? For mixtures, the different substances are not chemically joined together. For compound, the different elements are chemically joined together. So again, let's remember, for mixture, not chemically joined. For compound, chemically joined. Okay, let's move on to properties. For mixture, each substance in the mixture keeps its own properties. For compound, the compound has properties different from the elements it contains. Alright, how about the way of separation? So for mixture, each substance is easily separated from the mixture. So you can separate it physically. For compound, it can only be separated into its elements using chemical reactions. So we need chemical reactions for these compounds to change its form. So for compound, chemical means. Okay, so what are examples for mixture? Examples are air, seawater, most rocks. So most rocks. For compound, water, carbon dioxide, magnesium oxide, sodium chloride. Okay, so I hope you have learned something from the discussion. So let's review. So we studied. Now let us test your knowledge. Can you identify the following? You will be shown a series of photos. Tell if each photo represents an item composed of an element, compound, or mixture. An element contains just one type of atom. A compound contains two or more different atoms joined together. A mixture contains two or more different substances that are only physically joined together, not chemically. A mixture can contain both elements and compounds. Are you ready? Let's begin. Identify if the one in the picture is an element, compound, or mixture. What you can see is a picture of a rock. Rocks. Rocks are mixture. Okay, next. How about for copper? Copper is an element. I hope you're correct in the first two features. Alright, third photo. Jelly beans. Okay, jelly beans are mixture. Can you still follow? Alright, next picture. Table sugar. Table sugar is a compound. The chemical composition of sugar is C12H22O11. So it is composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Okay, next picture, diamond. Some of you might confuse diamond as a rock, but actually, diamond is an element. It is composed of carbon. Next, how about tea? What you drink every day? Tea is a mixture. Next picture, salt. So we need salt in cooking every day. Salt is a compound. Next is neon gas. So in this picture, you can probably see this at night. Neon gas is an element. Next, we have salad. If you're on a diet, you like eating salad. Salad is a mixture. Next picture, pure water. For pure water, it is an example of a compound. Are you guessing correctly? If that's the case, very good. Now, next picture, we have aluminum. Aluminum is an example of an element. In this hot weather, we like to drink lemonade. Lemonade is a combination of water, sugar, lemons, and many more. It is a mixture. How about silver? Silver is an element. And lastly, sand. Sand is a mixture. I hope after all that you have a clearer understanding of elements, compounds, and mixture. So now let us have a brief summary of what we had discussed. Matter has two classifications. That is pure substances and mixture. Under pure substances, we have elements which cannot be separated into simpler substances, and compound, which can be separated into simpler substances. An example for element is helium, which is also the gas found in a flying balloon. An example of compound is pure water, which is composed of two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. The other classification of matter is mixture. If the mixture is not uniform throughout, we call that heterogeneous. And if the mixture is uniform throughout, we call that homogeneous. An example for heterogeneous mixture is wet sand. As you can see in the image, wet sand is composed of different substances combined. While for homogeneous, you cannot really identify what substances has been combined. An example of this is tea with sugar. So there you have it. These are the classifications of matter. And don't forget, thanks for watching. Till next time. If you have any questions, you can find me at ariannekaine@gmail.com.